Yo, what's going on? Welcome to the Y'all Know JP show. You did. We back. Man, what's up? I talked to y'all yesterday about that Clippers-Phoenix game. Game 5. It's over now. We got the winner of that game, and it was LA. The Clippers pulled it off. Yes, sir. They won by 14 points, man. Heroic game by my dog, Paul George. He was electric. Playoff P, he really showed up yesterday, dog. I'm telling you, he was electric. 15 from 20 from the field, 41 points, 13 rebounds. What he had, 6 assists. I mean, my guy was going. He was doing it all, man. He had 20 points in the third quarter. I mean, I had a parlay on him with hitting 2.5 threes, and he hit all 3 of his threes in the third quarter. I was so excited. I was like, yeah, because he basically was going. I don't even think I think he hit maybe 1 3-pointer in the beginning of the game. But I think he had to get 3 in order for me to win. He got 3. He shot 3 of them in the third quarter. It was lit. He was just wing. I actually had Chris Paul that was supposed to do I had Chris Paul plus 1 3-pointer. This is actually his second game. He didn't have any 3-pointers, so he didn't get his 3-pointer. Chris Paul, man. Shout out to Chris Paul, though, man. He had a pretty tough game shooting night, but 8 for 19, man. He didn't make no threes. Went 0 for 6 for 3. I just needed him to make 1, and he couldn't do that, man. But, yeah, man, big game from Morris, man. Morris had about 22, man. He killing in the first quarter. I mean, they couldn't stop that boy, man. I'm talking about he was getting them shots off, and you know what happens when you get your shot off? Here come Paul George, feeding off the energy. Reggie Jackson was beasting yesterday, man. Rondo didn't get the suit. Rondo didn't get out there, but Boogie Cousins had a sighting. Yeah, Boogie, man, he definitely came out there and went 7 for 12 in 11 minutes and had 15 points. He had some assists too, man. He was balling and playing electric, man. Nobody expected that out of Boogie. Nobody. But as Boogie is, he's a hooper, man. There's some people that can play basketball, and there's some people who can just flat out hoop. And Boogie is one of those dudes. He can flat out hoop. So shout out to Boogie, man. He barely even played this whole playoff series, and then come out, you know what I mean, keep them from being basically gentlemen swept in Phoenix. It was a big game, man. It was a good game. Good game from Reggie Jackson, Paul George, Mark Morris, plus 20 from the man. Oh my God! But yeah, man, it was a pretty decent game. Phoenix should have closed it out. They really couldn't get it done. I think D-Book is in and out of being frustrated with the mask. Chris Paul, I think his shoulder is kind of still bothering him. I don't think they're really saying nothing about it because he can't get that 3-pointer up. He can't get that shot off. He can move in for the mid-range, which he was played. He shot a lot of mid-ranges yesterday, so that was pretty lit. But yeah, man, I don't think this is over. A lot of people saying Phoenix gonna take them in 6. I don't think it's over. I don't think it's gonna be that easy. I think the Clippers are built to fight. That team is just tough. I like Phoenix, but it seemed like this Clipper team just got some whole bunch of dogs on there. Everybody's beasting. We got to address DeMarcus Cousins' comments yesterday saying that Paul George is one of the greatest to ever lace his shoes up. I like Boogie, man. I like Boogie. Like I said, he had his outing last night. But Boogie is the type of guy that's going to defend somebody whether they're right or wrong. He going to defend his teammate. He's the type of protective type of person. So he knew all the slander that he was, getting from Paul George. Paul George continuously got, and Boogie. I think Boogie, like I said, I just think he's the type of person that'll fight for his friends and just fight for anybody he feel like is being mistreated or, just anything, somebody doing something wrong. He's just gonna be the type of person that steps in and takes the bullet for them, And I think kind of that's what Boogie was doing by saying, Paul George is one of the greatest to lace him up. I was like, whoa. But I felt him kind of because Paul George is one of our greats in the last 10 years. He's definitely in the top 20, top 15, some of the great scorers we had, obviously by numbers. And you can see his regular season and playoff performances. You know, he's got a lot of big scoring games and big playoffs under his belt. So it's only the right that he's fighting to go to Western Conference Finals. And this way this team is put together, that Clippers team, the way they put together, it magnifies Paul George. You know, like when he seen Morris Sr. going off, I think he just kind of was like, all right, you know, let's go. And he just took it over in the third. I don't know what they did to him in the halftime, what they said to him, but Ty Lue got this team fighting, man. And Paul George has definitely been fighting. I mean, he has some hiccups, but, you know, I think that's what I think. I think that's where Cousins kind of, I think that's where his mentality was when saying he's one of the greatest to lace him up. I think he was talking about just PG all overall. His overall game is a treat. It really is. He's a superstar max player. You know what I mean? And, you know, but, you know, Boogie, it sounded crazy. Boogie, I know you be doing your thing, but Boogie, you sounded crazy. Crazy. Because, you know, Paul George still got to get out of this. He still got to get out of the Western Conference Finals and get to the finals for us to start to really give him that. You know what I mean? I'm sure he's making his Hall of Fame case. You know, Shannon today was saying, you know, he could be a Hall of Famer if, you know, if he can get to the next finals, this final series, which I would assume they'll either play the Hawks or the Bucks and Giannis. And who knows? PG could possibly do it, you know, but I mean, we're gonna see. We still got a few weeks into this postseason, and we're gonna get a winner of this Western Conference and the Eastern Conference finals, and then we're gonna start that real finals, and we're gonna, you know, fight for that chip. You dig? And good luck to the Clippers, good luck to the Suns, good luck to Milwaukee, good luck to Atlanta. You dig? But yeah, it is what it is, you know. But I just think it was a great game last night. Phoenix was packed. They was loaded. I mean, they got production out of Booker. Booker goes for 31. CP goes for 22. I think it's the Ayton only getting the 10 points. He didn't even get that many shots. 9 points for Ayton. I think Ayton needs to be up in the 15, 16 shots because he takes highs. He takes such a high percentage shots. Like, and he's not a scrub. So I think what Phoenix didn't do, they didn't get the ball to Ayton enough. They didn't get him offensively involved enough. I think it was a lot of D Booker shots. I mean, not saying I love to see D Book shoot, but he went 9 for 22, and, you know, that's kind of tough. You know, you gotta go when guys like CP go. You know, I mean, when guys like PG at, you know, going 15 for 20. I mean, you know what I'm saying? You got Marcus Morris. You got Morris going 9 for 16. Reggie Jackson 8 for 14. We can't, D-Book, you can't give us 9 for 22. We're going to lose the game, and that's what happened with Phoenix. Phoenix, that was a closeout game. They needed that. Hopefully game 6 they bring the intensities. That's going to be back in LA. You know how LA is at home. I think this is going 7. And I think the Clippers can almost do it because at the end of the day, Phoenix is the younger team. They haven't really experienced as much as this Clippers team. So I think this Clippers team has the ability and the know-how to fight through this series and push this thing 7. And I think they could win game 7 in Phoenix. So we're gonna stay tuned to that. And yo, it's the Y'all Know JP show on YouTube. You dig? It's going down, man. Appreciate y'all for checking out this video. You know what I'm saying? Like and subscribe. You know what I'm saying? Go Clippers, go Phoenix, go Milwaukee, go Atlanta. It's up and stuck. I'm out of here. You dig?